Dear students, welcome to the video of further trigonometric equations. In this section, we use trigonometric identities to help in order to solve some trigonometric equations. Look at these example. Part A, prove the identity 1 minus tan squared of theta plus 1 over 1 plus tan squared of theta is equal to 2 cosine squared of theta minus 1. So I first write the left hand side 1 plus tan squared of theta. Then I replace tan by sine over cosine. So it will be sine squared of theta over cosine squared of theta 1 plus sine squared of theta over cosine squared of theta. So I write, I use common denominator for both numerator and denominator. So I write cosine squared of theta. So numerator will be cosine squared of theta minus sine squared of theta. I multiply both numerator and denominator of 1 by cosine squared. And here again by cosine squared. So it will be cosine squared of theta plus sine squared of theta over cosine squared of theta. We can cancel them out, so it will become cosine squared of theta minus sine squared of theta over, so cosine squared plus sine squared is 1, so over 1. Then as you see, it is expressed in terms of cosine, so I replace sine squared by 1 minus cosine squared. It will be cosine squared of theta minus 1 minus cosine squared of theta. So negative negative will be positive, so it will become 2 cosine squared of theta minus 1. So the identity is proved. For part B, it says hence. Hence means, it's a command word, means that the statement, the identity has been proved in part A must be used here. Solve the equation 1 minus tan squared of theta over 1 plus tan squared of theta is equal to 5 cosine of theta minus 3. So, here this left hand side is equivalent to this expression. So I replace it. Instead of 1 minus tan squared of theta over 1 plus tan squared, I put 2 cosine squared of theta minus 1 and 2 cosine squared of theta minus 1 then is equal to 5 cosine of theta minus 3. Now I transfer all to the left hand side to make a quadratic equation. It will become 2 cosine squared of theta minus 5 cosine of theta, then it will become positive 3 minus 1, which is 2 is equal to 0. So let there is no need to replace. I simply factorize. I factorize it to 2, then cosine of theta minus 1 times cosine of theta here minus 2 is equal to 0. So we will have two equations. Here 2 cosine of theta is equal to 1, so cosine of theta is equal to half the first, and the second one cosine of theta is equal to 2. As cosine takes values between 1 and negative 1, so this equation doesn't give you any answer, so we should solve this equation. Cosine of theta is equal to 1 over 2. So theta is cosine inverse of half, which will be giving you 60 degree. Then the other answer for cosine is a negative 60 degree. Then after adding and subtracting 360, so 60 plus 360 doesn't give you any answer. 60 minus 360, because it will go beyond the interval, so here also, but minus 60 plus 360 will be 300, which is acceptable, and minus 60 minus 360 is not acceptable. So answers are 60 degree and 300 degree for this equation. And thanks for watching this video.